What is going on, guys? Saudi Socks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Today I'm giving you a bunch of plays to watch come next week that I think have a lot of potential to make you some serious gains going forward. Nothing I say is financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor. Without further ado, all I ask you guys to do is hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment down below. Let's get into it. So I want to first start the video off with Purple Innovation, ticker symbol PRPL. This, in my opinion, is one of the more safer ones, quote unquote, that I have for you for today's video. So I tracked the cycles out, and I know just looking at them, you might think, wow, this is choppy, and it definitely is choppy. In no way, shape, or form did I chart this out for it to be neat, but just look at these cycles. Every single time these cycles are 100% accurate. There's literally not one that played out a different way, and I can basically track what's about to happen with PRPL, and in my opinion, I have a safe enter exit plan for this stock, and I honestly plan on doing so. So right where it's trading at right now, $4.15, I plan on jumping in and getting out at $5.06. Now I could hold it longer, however, in my opinion, this is the safest route. It's a 22% gain, and it should be a quick and easy trade for Purple Innovation. Again, that is ticker symbol PRPL. Now again, guys, you always have to measure out your risk to reward. So what it's trading at now to the low of the stock, you're risking about 37%, and what it's trading at now to the most recent high, you're risking about 62%. So there is your risk reward, and the safer bet is the 22% gain, which is exactly how I am playing this stock. Not only that, but this is the first turnaround it's had in quite a bit, where it's curling back to the upside. Now this stock also has 12.86 days to cover, which is a long time to cover, with a 12% short interest on the stock, high off exchange short volume, and a short volume ratio. This was a stock that was talked about a few years back, probably on Wall Street Bets or r/short squeeze. However, now in my opinion, I wanted to bring it back up onto the radar for you. Let me know in the comments if you are jumping into this stock. Next stock I wanted to talk about is Carvana Co, ticker symbol CVNA. We've talked about it before. I have these cycles mapped out. I've talked about risk to reward ratio, and I think this could go one of two ways. However, they do have very similar outcomes the way I see Carvana playing out going forward. Some cycles play out inverse, some cycles play out mirrored and or flipped, and in my opinion, Carvana just ended a cycle, and it's tracking perfectly with where both ends meet, as you guys can see right here in the orange and then down here in the white. These are two completely different cycles, however, it is tracking the same. This tells me that the beginning of this cycle it is about to start may or may not play out in red, which is technically the bear case scenario because it will dip before getting essentially that rip, and the bullish case scenario in orange, which will rip before getting another rip. Either scenario that plays out, I personally am not jumping in Carvana just yet. If Carvana on March 15th or around March 15th breaks the most recent high, right around $13 or so, I will be jumping in the stock. If not, I plan on buying May 15th, right before both of these cycles have a major peak. Now again, they could play out inverse and it could dump, which is exactly why I would close my position at the relative low, right around $3.15. There is a heavy demand zone right there on this stock. Every time it comes down, it leaves that zone very quickly. This chart also does look sort of similar to PRPL. Just keep this on your radar. This wouldn't be more so a week hold for me. This would be sort of a month or month and a half hold to try and really get the gains out of Carvana, but be very careful. This has 2.7 days to cover, but a short interest of 61.22%. That is a very high short interest, and that's what's reported by Fintel. A lot of times it's even higher than that, especially with these plays, and a lot of gamma ramping is happening with Carvana. With that being said, if it is going to play out the orange cycle and start getting a pop, start getting that volume, in which it did have 14 million volume when it closed on Friday, the stock is looking very solid and could most definitely really crush shorts out of this play, with gamma ramp, shorts covering, causing a domino effect, along with the algos pushing this cycle through if it is playing out this orange cycle. Keep this on your radar. You guys let me know if you're jumping into the stock. Now another one we've talked about plenty of times is ticker symbol TRKA. This thing is looking solid. However, it did break right out of this descending resistance line that we had, and it is in more so a riskier area. TRKA, when it does play out a positive cycle, which it only has one time just from the start of the cycle, it broke out very, very high. You see that it broke way far out of these trend lines and went all the way up to $3.50. The only other time it started a cycle positively is right now, where we're trading at right now. Does that mean we are going to break above this level right around 75 cents? Not necessarily, but there is a very, very good chance. On top of that, some of the data does not lie, which we will touch on in a second. However, TRKA has a scary gap fill right around 33 cents, so be aware of this gap fill down here, but also be aware that it did not fill the gap yet all the way up to 64 cents. TRKA has a gap fill to the downside and the upside, and I am going to pick wisely which one to trade when I do want to jump in this stock. Be very, very careful. Trading TRKA, have an entrance and exit strategy going forward. Now, Fintel is reporting a 43% short interest on TRKA, but many of us know that is not true, okay? Off-exchange short volume 37 plus million with a short volume ratio of 53%. TRKA, the short interest percentage is 121%. That is being reported over on Ortex, and price is holding stock steady over its 200 EMA and the psychological level of 50 cents, and not so much as a single dip below since broke over it. The short interest percentage is starting to get very, very interesting. Another person tweeted, TRKA, the 200 EMA is so key, and 50 cents is such an important psychological level, and it has not lost that 50-cent level even once since it broke over it. First time price has ever been over its 200. This is a very, very important technical indicator, and we are sitting right above that 50-cent level at 51.50 currently on TRKA. On top of that, we already covered this as well, but this stock had 2.46 million short exempts, and the float is only a 35 million float stock with a 109% short interest. Now, following this up, the short interest risen to 121%, and the short exempts stacked up all the way to around 7 million, which shows that they are really, really in trouble on TRKA. You guys let me know if you have traded TRKA. I personally have made a little bit of money on it, and I do plan on making more on it going forward as well. The next ticker I wanted to talk about is ticker symbol GNS. GNS on Friday had a 60% day. It had a 60% rally. What are we doing here? GNS on Friday had a 59.21% day and is trading at $3.63. Now, it trades cycles. They're not the prettiest cycles, but it is very easy to map out algorithms, especially with these small cap short squeeze plays. I have 3 scenarios for you. This is scenario 1 on ticker symbol GNS. You have another pop retesting the high right around $7.50. If this is the case, you're going to see volume. You're going to see rips on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. This is just in my opinion. I could potentially be wrong. Following that, it's going to crash and come back down and create support right around that $3 level to $3.30. This is scenario 1 that I have drawn out for you. If scenario 1 is going to play out, this is when you are going to see volume next week. Now, scenario 2 and 3 are a little bit different. Scenario 2 and 3 line up with the next cycle that would play out on GNS, and if you don't want to play these, you don't have to. Again, guys, none of this is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Right now, ticker symbol GNS would base at $3.50 and barcode kind of sideways leading up until around March 15th, 16th. Now, I wanted to bring this up as well. A lot of charts I've been tracking on and off camera, right? They are all lining up, which is very, very sketchy, to right after the AMC ape conversion, all around March 15th, March 14th, March 16th. So I think March is going to be a very, very interesting month for small cap / short squeeze / meme stock plays. Now, scenario 2 would also bring GNS to a high come late March, right around $8.50 to test that level before coming down and crashing hard by March 31st to April. Now, we have scenario 3, which is technically the bear case scenario, and you always want to factor these in. In my opinion, GNS would barcode sideways all the way up to that March 15th, March 16th area, right around $3.80, $3.50, before coming back down, crashing back down to the relative lows on the stock, right around 27 cents or so. Now, this stock has a short interest, according to Fintel, of 19.27%, but again, you don't need that short interest to have a stock actually squeeze. Remember, the CEO came out talking about synthetic shorts on the company, naked short selling within the company, and the stock started to rally very, very hard, and it didn't even have a crazy amount of short interest, so hard that it rallied over 1200%. Off-exchange short volume 24 million, and the off-exchange short volume ratio 63%, just as high as AMC and GameStop usually are. Now, a bonus stock that, if you stick with the channel, we don't have to cover it much. Bed Bath & Beyond, guys, keep this on your radar. Volume is going crazy. Basically, the entire free flow is now shorted, and it's playing out this gap down, sideways trading, double bottom right before that next rip. It's playing out the exact same thing right here. Again, all cycles can play out inverse. Algorithms can slow, algorithms can play out mirrored, and a lot of different things can happen. However, pay attention to the volatility and potential shorts covering, as a lot of other stocks could potentially start squeezing going forward very, very soon. My cat is literally going crazy right now. But overall, guys, this is what I got for you for today's video. Make sure to go watch me submitting my proxy so you know what I voted on the AMC conversion and reverse split vote. I just uploaded that yesterday. Also, make sure to go under the video and check out the links that I got for you guys to get free stocks with just signing up and depositing, 10% off protein, pre-workout, and other energy supplements. Go check out my merch, become a member of the channel, and most importantly, guys, pop in the Discord. Do not sleep on the Discord. That will be the second link down below. Let me know if you guys are getting in these short squeeze plays and if they helped you in any way. Hopefully you found value out of the video or enjoyed watching. Love you all. Lottery stocks out.